Hi, I'm Miranda. I'm a chartered sports physiotherapist. And over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be teaching you how to do different types of taping techniques coming into the sporting season that you can apply safely at home yourself. That will help you return to the field of play quicker after injury. It will offload the area and also reduce the risk of re-injury. So there's an infinite number of ways of taping, but I'm going to show you some basic ones that are easy to pick up. So today we're going to start with a thumb tape. So if we look at the thumb, the most common injury is a hyperextension injury where a ball pushes your thumb backwards. There's lots of other injuries you can get, but this is the most common one that I would see myself. So a couple of things, you can strain the muscles on the fleshy part of the thumb, or you can also strain the ligaments on either side of the joints, and there's lots of joints in the thumb. A common one we see is from the base of the thumb to the radial bone. So these are things that we need to protect and support and take the stretch off. So we need to use a tape like zinc oxide, and it's non-elastic. So it actually replicates the non-elastic quality of a ligament, which is why the ligaments are there in the first place. So they are there to prevent excessive movement in a joint and protect you from injury. So I use the Muller brand of zinc oxide. It's white, it's 1.5 inch, and you know it's a good tape if when you pull it, there's no elasticity in it, and also when you move it side to side that it doesn't wrinkle. You can get lots of cheaper brands, but any other brand that I've tried myself, they haven't been as sticky, so I have found that they've come off when people have sweat, but that's not to say that there's lots of other brands that you can use. So when you're applying the tape, the basic rules of thumb are that the area is clean and it's hair free, so it's going to stick to the area. So all the guys out there, get the shavers out. And also you can either cut the tape, or if you want to get a little bit fancy, you can actually rip it for speed of application. So you hold the tape in one hand, you grip it between your index fingers and your thumbs and rip. And it can rip both ways, so it can rip vertically as well. So you can get the one tape and you can use it for lots of different taping techniques. So you don't need to have every size of the zinc oxide at home for your different types of injuries. Okay, so we're going to tape the thumb. So the biggest thing is to keep the finger spread so that you don't cut off the circulation to the arteries throughout the hand. So obviously, you need your circulation to be able to play. So I'm going to turn this way so that you can see. So you start on the outside of the wrist and you just make sure that it's stuck down, and you come around in a figure of 8. So this is the top of the figure of 8. And you don't need to put any pull on it because, as I said, you don't want to cut off the circulation in the wrist. So you come down, so you keep your fingers spread and you come down over the knuckle of the thumb, trying to keep the tape job smooth. And as you come through the web, trying to keep it smooth again, coming through, if you have a small hand like me, you're going to have to actually fold the tape over so that it can fit through like so. So again, as you go over the palm, you need to actually bring it over the palm, and this is pulling your thumb inwards to prevent the hyperextension injury, which is how you injured it in the first place. So you have to bring it over the palm. Again, players hate this, but it's the most effective way of actually stabilizing it, and you come back to your starting point. And you can either cut it at this stage, or if you're more experienced and used to handling tape, you can actually do it in a continuous fashion. So you can go around again, down over the knuckle, coming through. So my hand is too small, so you're going to pinch the tape, fold it back on itself so that it can come through the web space and back to the start. And that's a basic taping technique. So it's fine for any sort of thumb sprain, ligament strain, any sort of basic thumb injury. But as I said, if you're not sure, you have the option, go to your GP, x-ray it if you think you might have something broken, or attending your physiotherapist, to get it assessed as to whether it's a soft tissue injury or is it something more serious. There are lots of wristbands that you can buy in sports shops and off the shelf. Again, the stretchy ones, they're not suitable for ligament injuries because they're not actually non-elastics. They're not going to prevent the overstretching in that ligament or joint. They're fine if you just want to keep it warm, or it just gives you a little bit of confidence. There are heavier types of straps you can use after coming out of plaster of Paris. And they're things that you would have to attend a physiotherapist for them to either strap it for you or teach you a technique that's particular to your assessment. So that's a great thumb strap. So I'll touch base with you in a couple of days and we'll move on to a different type of tape. Just to say that if you had a problem with a big toe, which sometimes you can stub your toe or somebody steps on it and it's particularly painful, this tape can also be used in the foot. So again, you'd go round the bridge of the foot, down around the knuckle of the toe, back in and back to where you start. The exact same taping technique. It's a figure of 8. A lot of the techniques are based around that pattern, and they're very easy to apply at home. Okay.